Welcome back to the channel. Please listen up. This is the perfect video for you.
I want to give you a different point of view rather than just hearing.
What's in your wallet?
Whoever has credit cards, whoever has credit card debt, especially if you're in your 20s or in your 30s, because you need that guidance. You need a mentor to help you deal with the struggles of life, especially when it comes to finances. So please follow the script of this video. I'm gonna guide you through it. I'm gonna put it in practice, so showing you it's possible to pay these off. Now, today I'm doing something a lot of people are too afraid to do: pay off their credit card debt. And not just that, I'm cutting it up right here in front of you. And why, you might ask? Because credit cards are similar to this beautiful woman who's attractive, but at the end of the day, you know she's not loyal. They might look pretty on the outside and tell you a lot of sweet things, but at the end of the day, you know it's a trap. I'm gonna show you why being free from credit card companies isn't just a financial move. This is literally spiritual. You see, credit card debt is a huge scam, and I don't care who's telling you otherwise. The idea they try to sell you about getting cash back or rewards is nothing but a carrot they dangle in front of you to get you hooked.
You simply don't travel as much as Manning.
Extra night in San Diego.
Morning.
Or they try to get you to buy Taylor Swift tickets. No, you don't need to go to any concerts. Stop wasting your money.
You don't need these things. You need freedom. You need to be in control of your money and not the other way around. Here's the brutal reality. Credit card companies are out to get you. You might think you're paying off a little here and a little there, but these things compound. Imagine you have a $2,000 balance. With a 20% APR, you end up paying $400 just to service that debt. You're literally paying them for the privilege of being their slave.
It might be tempting to buy something using someone else's money, like a small purchase or even a car. But at the end of the day, you have to pay that off. That's why over 80% of Americans have credit cards.
You know you have to pay these things off at some point. Or I wonder if, credit cards have become such a norm that people just imagine themselves having it until they die. They just imagine themselves living with credit card debt. And I seriously wonder, are you just designed to fail? Now, I'm giving you a roadmap here to win. I want you to be free. You don't need financial issues. You don't need to be having credit cards to have a successful finance in your life. You must believe you can pay it off, truly, 100%. And if you truly believe you can pay it off, you will. Don't betray yourself in that sense. Your largest enemy is yourself, because you're doubting that you can pay it off. It seems like no one can control themselves nowadays. You need to control your life, especially your money. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy, but you have to start somewhere. You have to start paying it off today, right now, if you feel anything for yourself. As a man, you have to be financially stable, and the struggle of paying these credit cards off is a beginning to a new life. The fact that it's a challenge should motivate you to want to complete that challenge. And look, you want to know why the richest people in the world don't use credit cards? Because they really understand that there's no need for them. They understand that the only way to truly win in this game is to keep your money and freedom intact. Dave Ramsey suggests in one of his quotes, you can't borrow your way to wealth. You need to understand the real wealth doesn't come from debt. It comes from being free. Now, I want you to imagine you are carrying around a huge weight on your back. And imagine the first day it's not so bad. You got through it. But after one day, you let a week go by. And after that, you let a month go by. Imagine how you'd actually feel if I were to remove that weight from your back. Not only would you appreciate not having it, you'd walk a whole lot different. You'd walk with your chest up. Getting rid of your credit cards is the exact same way. Another famous, rich, successful entrepreneur is Mark Cuban, the owner of the Dallas Mavs. And he famously says, if you want to stay poor, use credit cards. That's the #1 way to stay poor. Go ahead and please play the clip.
Number 2, you shouldn't use credit cards. I remember bill collectors calling me every 2 minutes. You're better off using a debit card when you need to just not use cash.
Cut up your credit cards. If you use a credit card, you don't want to be rich.
Yep,
I like that line. That's a good line.
That's my favorite line. I tell people all the time, if you use your credit cards, you do not want to be rich. And people then they ask me, well, where's the best place to invest? I said, your best place to invest is to pay off all your credit cards and burn them. Because your credit card, you know what your return is, right? If you get off, you're paying 15, 20% interest in one way or the other. And if you pay that down, you just earn 15 or 20%.
And you know what? This isn't just coming from the rich. This is about something bigger. Please understand that even the Bible in Proverbs chapter 22, verse 7 says that the borrower is servant to the lender. Now, I'm going to repeat that. The borrower, meaning you, is a servant to the lender. If you're in debt, that's exactly what you are, enslaved by the banking system. You think you're in control, but you're never going to be. Now, here's some homework. If you really want to get down into a rabbit hole with this subject, please look up the shadow banking system, or simply search how money came about, the gold standard, and you still wonder why I'm deciding to motivate you in this sense. So I've paid it off, I've cut it up, and you know what? You can do the same. You need to take action. You must do something right now. It starts with you making the decision to stop being a slave. Take back your power, take back control. It's not just about the money. It's about living life on your terms instead of somebody else's. If you felt anything in this video, start making those moves. Pay it off, cut it up, and take control of your future. I'm telling you, it feels amazing. It's time to stop living for the banks and start living with a greater purpose. I'm gonna screen record how I made the last payment to show you. Call them up to cancel it, and then I'll cut it up.
After you make your final payment and log in, you notice the available credit and outstanding balance isn't up to date. They do this on purpose so you continue to use it. And when I call, they try to tell you that the rewards you had might be lost. Honestly, this doesn't even matter. The goal is to pay it off.
Right there. My name right there. Let's cut it up at 4. There it is. If I can do it, you guys can certainly do it. I genuinely believe you can. Subscribe and share with somebody who has credit card debt, and they too can be free.